Alright, Shalom. First I'll give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kadash, the bonus to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are daring in truth and in sincerity, and the women and children who follow. So, this article is from today, Wednesday, November 12th. It says down the tube, YouTube down. It says the site crashes worldwide as videos disappear, leaving users baffled. So as you can see, or I don't know if you brothers experienced it, but I definitely did. So I'll just give my testimony, so to speak. I was trying to watch YouTube on my Fire Stick, and the videos wouldn't play. So at first I thought it was a Wi-Fi issue. I was like, okay, because from time to time my Wi-Fi does go down, so I thought it was a Wi-Fi issue. But my game was still working, and Netflix and Hulu was still working. So then I thought, well, maybe it's my Fire Stick that wasn't working. So I grabbed my phone and tried to go to YouTube, and no, it wouldn't work. Same deal. So that's when I was like, okay, well, maybe YouTube didn't crash. So I jumped on social media, scrolled, not even, 2 finger flicks, 2 voop, voop, and bam, there it was. Multiple posts of people saying YouTube is down, YouTube is down, YouTube is crashed. People didn't know if it was going to come back or not. People were scared. And that's the exact reaction that they at least wanted. Okay, they wanted to provoke that fear. They wanted to do a test run, so to speak. And why is this even relevant? Well, what are we watching this video on? We're watching this video on YouTube. We go on highways and hedges week in, week out, and we post the videos where? On YouTube. To get the word to put the word out across the four corners of the earth. So what that's telling me is, if they're doing these test runs, they're getting ready to make a move soon. Okay, we're getting towards the end of this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit in this article, and we're gonna grab some scriptures. It says YouTube crashed worldwide on Wednesday, causing videos to appear as though they had been removed from the site. So it's not hard for them to remove them from the site if this would happen. It says Team YouTube confirmed issues with the video website were preventing frustrated users from accessing clips. And these are just a couple of tweets from Team YouTube. If you're having trouble watching videos on YouTube right now, you're not alone. Our team is aware of the issue and working on a fix. We'll follow up here with any updates. So they're appearing as if they're trying to, tell everybody that they're on it. They understand what's going on. Yeah, what's really going on is you're doing a test run to see how people are going to react when they don't have access to everything that we have right now. And that's exactly what people do. People panic when they lose something all of a sudden like that. They panic. That's why when the pandemic happened or started to pop off, they ran to the store and bought up all the tissue, bought up all the hand sanitizer, and started buying all the guns and bullets and this, that, and the third, because it happened all of a sudden. They were going to be on lockdown. But if you gradually, if you gradually introduce it, then they're more susceptible to it. That's like they say, like a frog. You can put a frog in a frying pan. Not that you're gonna eat a frog, or eating a frog is legal, but put it in there with some water and slowly raise the water temperature on the stove, and the frog won't react to it because it's a gradual rise. Now, eventually, the water's gonna be boiling, and the frog's gonna fucking die. But the frog doesn't recognize it because it's a gradual rise in the temperature, and that's how these people are. So when YouTube just in a blink of an eye was gone, they reacted. But like I said, with the pandemic, they're being conditioned. Vaccine. You can't do this. No vaccine. You can't go out without a mask. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna die. People are dying. This many people, X million people have gotten it. X 100,000 of people are dying from it. Are you essential? They're pumping your mind full of this crap, so that you're used to it. So that when they do come with the vaccine, when they do come with ultimately the chip, it's peace and safety. When they say peace and safety, then shall roughly paraphrasing, when they say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction come upon them. So let me see if there's anything else that we got to get on this. I guess that should show in the map of the outage. Outrages report a peak just before 7:30 p.m. More than 286,000 people saying they had problems on the site. YouTube boasts more than 2 billion logged in users each month. Yeah, so that's pretty much it with the actual article. And I just wanted the article for reference. Let me see. Nope, Slakia. We are gonna get this. Okay, this is Psalms 36. Verse 4 says, He devises mischief upon his bed. He settleth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. Okay, this is the elites. Okay, when they set up these think tanks, and ultimately it's a part of their plans with the New World Order, which we're going to get to. But it's their idea and their plan to take over the world with, for lack of a better term. Okay, they want total control, and that total control is chipping you. Then that makes you officially, like, literally their slave. You're they're your master. They are your god at that point, roughly speaking. Pretty much. There is only one God, Yahweh Shem Shai, but they want to be God to you, so that's their way of doing it. So they have to come up with these different think tanks, these different ideas, to how they're gonna do it. How are they gonna? Matter of fact, this is Job 5:12. It says, He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. That enterprise is exactly what I just spoke about. That New World Order, that 100% control of everything that Esau, the so-called white man, is trying to implement. He wants to control everyone and everything about them. Okay, so that's why he uses these think tanks. That's why he puts these fillers out to test the market. Or because if he was able to just slap the RFID chip in you, he would have been done it. But with all the information that's coming back from these trial runs, he understands that it has to be a gradual process, which is why we see major things happen and then it slows down. Then you see a major thing happen, and then it slows down. And because it takes time, you have to infiltrate the minds of the people and gradually steer it the way that you want to steer it. That's what the so-called white man is doing. It says he takes the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried it's carried headlong. Okay, it says they meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noonday as the night. Okay, they have these nefarious counsels. You know, whether you want to speak about the grove out in California, or the what's it called, the island, Old Boys Island. I can't, the name's escaping me right now. Epstein Island. You know, they have all these, or even just like I said, these think tanks where they gather all the so-called wise men of team, and all these wise individuals, the scientists, the daily prognosticators, you know, people who are pitching different ideas on how they can take control of the world, or what can they implement next. And they're putting it all out there, and they're taking the best of these ideas, and this is what we call life, because we're the ones that are experiencing it. So that is why YouTube went down, because they're doing a trial run to see if we did do something like this, something as dramatic as this, what would the reaction of the people be? With that being said, I hope you were edified, and we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Karkadash, the bonus to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and in sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.